So the paper that you just got is just a way of them notating. You know, a lot of the problems that we've done so far, they'll tell you, hey, the angle ends in quadrant 3, or the angle ends in quadrant 1, or whatever, and then they'll give you a little information, and you have to tell them. Well, you'll start to see, the more we do this, Triq is it's a lot like puzzles. And it gets more and more puzzle-like as we get deeper into it. And this is a different way of them explaining to you what quadrant you're actually in. So, just like we've done since the beginning of the year, we are going to have to justify ourselves on our free response. So, I'm just going to walk you through a couple of these. I think you'll find them very simple, but you just need to know how to justify yourself. So, it's asking us to determine which quadrant or on which axis something terminates, and to explain and justify your reasoning. If no angle exists, they just want you to explain why. Okay, so for on A, they said cosine of theta is greater than 0. So I want you to think real quick, where cosine is your x value, where is cosine greater than 0? Or if you want to think about all students take calculus, where is cosine greater than 0? 1 and 4. Or on the positive x, it could be on the positive x-axis also, right? So I'm just going to write that. Cosine of theta is greater than 0 in 1 and 4. And then it also says, and tangent is less than 0. So tangent's negative. Where is tangent negative?
4.
But give me both places. It's all students take calculus, so it's negative in 2 and 4. So this angle must be in quadrant 4. Now, could it be on the positive x-axis? Well, think about that for a minute. If it was on the positive x-axis, what is tangent on the positive? What is tangent? What's the ratio for tangent?
Y over x.
It's y over x. And on the positive x-axis, what's your ordered pair?
1, 0.
1, 0. So it would be 0 over 1, which is 0. And it says my angle has to be greater than 0. Or tangent has to be less than 0. It doesn't say it can equal 0. So it has to be in quadrant 4. Okay, so B. I've got cosine greater than 0 and tangent undefined. Well, we already said our cosine is greater than 0. Cosine of theta is greater than 0 in 1 and 4. Now I have to think for just a minute about where tangent would be undefined. In order for tangent to be undefined, I'm going to write this just to justify it. For tan theta to be undefined, y over x would have to equal 1 over 0. Okay, so where is my x value 0?
Y-axis.
On the y-axis. So that means this one's going to have to end on the y-axis. Which way, though?
It has to be greater than it's going to be going up, isn't it?
So this one must be on the y-axis. For cosine to be greater than 0, it must be up. Okay, so take a second, see if you can do C and D, and then we'll talk through the last one together, because it's a little bit trickier.
So it's in the first axis?
Yeah, it's on the y-axis, and